Pisces, what's up? Let's see, Pisces, what do we have for you? It is a general love reading, may or may not resonate. If it doesn't, check out your other placements. Let's see what's going on in your love life. Roles can be reversed anytime, so feel free to switch those energies, vice versa. Pisces. Okay. What's happening, Pisces? Okay. I do feel, Pisces, that you could be dealing with someone who is married. Huh? Could be. You could be dealing with someone who's already married. Or if they are not married, they are generously investing and giving to people who are taking advantage of them or to people who are not showing up for them. This person comes off as very, very emotionally immature also. It's like they don't believe in the concept of love. They could have had their heart broken at a very, very young age. Okay. And it's kind of like you're losing interest in this person, Pisces. You know, you're getting fed up of this person. This person needs babysitting, Pisces. This is someone who needs a babysitter. And I think you're done. You're done babysitting. Now, when it comes to you, Pisces, I do feel you have an opportunity of a new beginning in love with a new person, okay? You have an opportunity to fall in love with someone new. You have a new beginning in love presented to you. However, I feel you haven't healed yet from whatever this person has done to you or from whatever experiences you have had in your past, from any kind of bad experiences. You haven't healed yet. So because you haven't healed, you continue in the current situation to live your life with a closed heart, like just not be open to new connections romantically. You may be in communication with people or you may be communicating with someone specific, but I don't see that enthusiasm. I don't see like that passion, that excitement, like, okay, I'm moving towards something new. I want to be vulnerable. I want to be in the unknown. I want to see what's out there. I don't see you doing that. Some of you, if you have chances to travel, you're delaying or canceling your travel plans intentionally. Okay. Yeah. But yeah. So moving forward, yes, but still shut off emotionally. Okay, like a very robotic. See? Absolutely. Whoever this new beginning you have potential with, Pisces, you have no idea. This person out here has potential for prosperity, growth, and commitment. That's the kind of person that you're dealing with. That's the kind of person that you're missing out on right now. Why? Because you're in two minds. Some of you may feel love is drama. Some of you may try to avoid love as much as you can. Okay, you just want to be like in and out of connections, or you just want to be left alone. Yeah, I see very, very calculative energy. Okay, so you already know what you need to do. You are moving forward, like I said, but like I said, it's very robotic. Okay, so like no feelings. You're just moving forward because the past has nothing new to offer you. Okay, but you're not even opening yourself up to the new. That's what's happening out here. So, yeah, one day at a time is how you're taking it, Pisces, right now. I see you as dropping the entire willpower to hold on to someone from the past, like because it's not working. Using your willpower to move forward, but again, the way you're moving forward, there is a lot of baggage that you're taking with you. The person you're dealing with, like I said, is very, very emotionally immature. This person has a lot of growing up to do. Okay, this person could just be very interested in sex. Also, this person out here is a very heavy attention seeker, okay, but they need only babysitting. They're also they could be wanting your attention time to time. But another thing I must say that this person's not putting in any effort yet. Either they are staying in a bad situation. Say, for example, you stay in a job that you have zero job satisfaction in, but you're still staying there only because it's familiar, only because it's your comfort zone. That's what's happening. They're not even so interested in the situation that they're in. Okay, but they're like They need to they need to work on a situation if they're choosing that situation, or they need to speak up and get out. What they're doing is they're staying in a situation, not even putting the work and not even wanting to get out. You see what they're doing? See? So much of illusions. There are so many illusions. There is so much of confusion. There is so much of daydreaming out here. You know, I think this person out here from time to time they keep thinking of the worst case scenario. I feel this is someone out here who's building up castles in the air. I can do this with Pisces, I can do that with Pisces, okay? But this is someone who is more of a fantasy than reality. Okay, they're not really, they're still standing their ground. Somewhere, somehow, because this person has been heartbroken in the past, because this person's very emotionally mature, that's like a kid. Okay, so they're just too scared. They're too scared, okay? And they continue to put in all their effort, and they continue to choose to collaborate with people who don't even value or don't even appreciate any of the efforts that they are putting in. That's what's happening. Instead of working on a connection with you, you're on your way out, but you're still thinking about it. Now, before we move forward, if you need a person reading, you can email me on tarotwithnemo@gmail.com. Let's see the future actions, Pisces. What's the point, Pisces? What's the point? Agreed. You are in the near future. I see you as releasing a situation. Okay, no more holding on tightly to someone or something. Agreed. All this while you can probably kept thinking, "Oh, this is all I have. This is all I have." So you were creating like a safety net. Holding on to some kind of self protection. Okay, it's like, this is all I have, this is everything that I need. So you were a closed book. Okay, you were holding on to your resources and just hanging on to what you have, which was this person or this situation. Agreed, you're releasing it, but still you're not being patient enough for a new situation to work out. And a new situation will only work out when you put in all your time, energy, effort, and then wait patiently for it to work out. Right now, you're moving forward towards a new situation or towards a new life or towards a new person. It's like, that's a waste of time. There's no point putting in work in this new person out here. There's no point putting in work in this new situation out here. But this is all happening because you are trusting an illusion. You are trusting something that is not true. You're trying your best to stay in your bubble. The universe has raised the ground for you to build a very, very strong foundation. Okay, that's what the universe has done. The universe has literally like preparing you, because things are about to change drastically. Okay, it's like revelation time, baby, but you're not ready for it. You're not ready for it. You're still hoping, wishing, praying. I wish, fingers crossed, that I don't have to completely break up with this person, or completely move on from this person, or completely divorce this person. Like, is this really happening? I don't think so. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. Okay, that's what you're saying. You may even be holding a lot of illusions, or maybe holding a lot of false, you're holding on to some false belief system about a new person. See, you have trust issues, my friend. You have trust issues, Pisces. You don't want to give unconditional love to someone new. For some of you, what I'm also getting out here is that a permanent ending needs to take place. A permanent situation, an ending, a permanent ending needs to be happening towards a situation, towards a person, or towards your own negative patterns. The past needs to die for sure for something new to begin. But till the time you are heavily dependent or heavily attached to the past, you're not going to be able to open up to someone new. For some of you, Pisces, I also feel that because you have been connected to this past person, because you've been connected to someone out here, a part of you feels like, no, I have to be loyal to my past. How am I going to be? I mean, it's very disloyal if you choose to move towards someone new. That is another problem you have out here. But yeah, there is new beginnings out here in love. I see the Ace of Cups twice out here. There is definitely someone who has a lot of love for you, and they will give you the world. But you feel it's not fair that you give all your love to someone new. That's what you feel. That is the way you're restricting your mind. whereas the opposite person chooses to give you nothing, but you are just being too much of a martyr. Let's just say that. Now, what this person out here that you're dealing with is doing, now whether you're in contact with this person or not, this is the person that you're dealing with. This is someone out here who clearly sees the truth for what it is. Okay, they see the reality for what it is. They have a reality check for sure. I feel this person out here knows the truth. However, they are dependent on family, or they could just be too scared to play the big game, too scared to expand their horizons, because the moment they expand their horizons, they know you are the next. They're too scared to open themselves. They feel their wings are clipped. They feel restricted to come towards you. Whereas there are no real restrictions. The restrictions are in their head. There's no real restriction out here. They just continue focusing on their money, their career, their goals, or they're just someone who's extremely greedy. I feel you could be dealing with someone who's very greedy, Pisces. They refuse to give you their energies, time, effort, money, emotions, is though completely see, self-doubt. They doubt themselves. They doubt themselves. They're restricting themselves too much to love, or restricting themselves too much to what they want. Yeah, see, they're so sneaky. They doubt themselves, they're sneaky. Also, this person out here chooses ways to stay in a familiar situation, is what I said. One thing is to say that, oh, I need to take time before I act. Now, what this person is doing is they're only taking time and taking time and taking time and never acting. They are not aggressively, actively looking for change. They're not like, oh my God, I need to act now because I'm losing Pisces. I don't think they're so aggressively looking for change. So if you're trying to move on, Pisces, towards someone new, now, you should have done that yesterday. Like now, move forward now.